welcome to Amon G. Carter Stadium in Fort Worth, home to the TCU Horned Frogs. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Stanford Cardinals, taking on a team from the Big 12, the TCU Horned Frogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Horned Frogs will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Stanford Cardinal offense will take the field for the first possession of the day. And, David, they've got a guy in the backfield that certainly is capable of carrying more than his share of the weight in this offensive attack.
Yeah, he's a beast, but I would argue this, Reese. Like, you need to get the ground game going. For this offense to be successful, they need a physical tone setter, and he can be that, sometimes up, sometimes down.
Turning it on! And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
How about the left side of the line, getting off the ball, creating some holes for that running back to get through, make a big play on the handoff to the left.
When something works that well, you might as well go right back to it. I mean, they showed no indication that they could stop it.
I like to go back to it and hurry up. Get to the line of scrimmage quick, run it again.
They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking down the middle. He's got an open man. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
Well, they execute the in route. Now, how about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
Run in the red zone, it's Davis. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Cardinal increasing the degree of difficulty after that last play. It's second and long. Back to throw, it's Schultz. Got his man quickly. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Guys, let's talk just for a second about Stanford. By no means was it a transfer portal exodus. The number of guys they lost among the fewest. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. It's fourth down, and they'll try the field goal. And he'll envision the ball flying as he lines it up from the right hash and 38 yards out. The field goal is good. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Horned Frogs offense will take the field for the first time. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
And the Horned Frogs come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Making side adjustments here. Back to throw, it's Overton. Got the quick pass. Out across the 30, steps out of bounds at the 31-yard line as they try to put something together. The Horned Frogs have it with a 1st and 10. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. his vision, his quickness, and he's got to burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. The play action fake. Caught in the backfield. It's Small. Brings into the open. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Small. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. And the Horned Frogs can really attack on this second and short. They'll give it to the back. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, TCU!
Well, I know it's a very small sample size, and we've got a lot of football to go this year, but what can you say about this offense? How explosive and impressive they look. Top 5 in the nation in scoring, and you can see why. They've got speed and playmakers all over the field.
And he makes the extra point. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. To throw, it's Schultz. Pulls it in, it's Harbor. Tackle is made at the 22, but a nice 10-yard pickup there. On first down from their own 22. Wants to go up top on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Davis. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Wants to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Hall. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Caught near the sticks. It's Harbor. Off to the races to the right. Touchdown, Stanford! He got loose, and it was lights out after that. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with the touchdown.
TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. We've had some early scores. They got the ball back, trailing by a field goal, 10-7. Bring in the heat. And the quarterback caught up two and sacked at the 12.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
Looking to throw, it's Overton. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up.
That's a bad decision by the quarterback. In that area of the field, you have got to be careful. If the guy's not wide open, you've got to throw that football away, because not only are you getting it picked off, but he's returning it now down close to your goal line and setting his offense up in great field position.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Hall. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for us.
Nowhere close on that one. reached the break, and it is Stanford holding the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. They'll try to start the second quarter by putting points on the board with a field goal. After finishing a drive with a field goal earlier, this one will be a 33-yard attempt. And it's right down the boulevard. The lead now 6 here in the second. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They've seen the good and the bad already. A touchdown on the opening drive, a pick on the second one. There he goes. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. The Horned Frogs come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
You just need more from your offensive line. Second and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up third down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
Back to pass, it's Overton. Trying to burn this defensive back. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
On fourth down, they'll throw for it. He'll take another shot here. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out, you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on fourth down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Motion from the back. Going to sling it on 2nd down. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
Man, this offense, they gotta find something. They gotta get in a rhythm somehow. So far, no success, not protecting the quarterback. Really, the only good thing I can say so far is they haven't turned the football over.
It's good. Easy call for the refs. That'll make it a 2-score game at 16-7. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Iowa is down right now inside Kinnick Stadium, but this young man under center has shown some moxie. We could see a legend born in Iowa City today. They're trailing by just 4 to Ball State. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
To the air, it's Overton. Finds his man, it's small. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
And that's why the bullet pass is so important. Sometimes these defenses, they don't give you big windows to throw into, and you want to take that chance, but you cannot lob that football down the field and get it in there. Nice use of the bullet pass, my friend.
4th down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. He's got it. 1st down and more. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Horned Frogs will snap it on 1st and 10. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. To the air on 1st down. Pressure coming. Going deep. Pulls it in down the sideline.
And you see more and more of this in college football, finding your playmakers in space, whether it's a receiver, a tight end, or in this case, a running back, way down the field. Get him isolated, find your matchup, and how about the running back turning into a receiver?
Moving into scoring territory at the 36 on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. Oh, he's got some space. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. The Horned Frogs kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Now from inside the red zone. They're working that left side. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Looking to throw, it's Overton. Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be 3rd down. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. The quick out. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They need 7 more yards to reach the end zone. It's 2nd and goal. They'll send the back in motion. Back to pass on 2nd down. Grab behind the line. It's Payne. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
Well, short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
Working that left side now. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kid who is so important to this team.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Looking downfield, it's Schultz. Immediately fires to the middle.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket. Threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. TCU has it back in the Horned Frogs go on offense. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Looking to throw on first down. Finds a spot in the middle. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Horned Frogs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. He'll pull it down. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
It's so nice to be an offense on 2nd down in short yardage situations. Why? I can take shots. If I want to, I can just act like I'm going to run and try to get the first down, take a deep shot down the field. I can run the football. The whole playbook is open to my disposal.
He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. The Horned Frogs will line it up on 1st and 10. Wants to throw. It's Overton. Complete with conviction on the crosser. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. This might be a little easier if it were straight on, but a 43-yarder from the right hash. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And with that, they've taken the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
They'll come out and take a knee, and that should send us to halftime. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a first-rate game so far today in Fort Worth. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move-the-chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big, fat W. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Amon G. Carter Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They had this lead to start the 3rd quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. He's
turning it on! And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam. The defense finally got it.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
To the air. It's Overton. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
And that is just what this defense needed. Nice job getting upfield, getting after the quarterback, putting that last play behind him. Big gain, so what? Great job being dialed in on first down to the pass and getting the sack.
Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. Might be changing the route. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Going for it all. Oh, man, he almost picked that one off in the end zone. Instead, it'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Grabbed over the middle, it's Payne. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Horned Frogs will punt it away on 4th down. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Fair catch is made inside his own 20 at the 17-yard line. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. Looking downfield on 1st down. That's caught. It's Davis. Breaks into the open. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. Exploded for a huge chunk of yards on that last one. They'll try to do it again here, 1st and 10 from the 33. They'll ride Davis here.
Well, he was trying to do it all by himself. At the end of the day, it's a tackle for us.
I mean, the number of tackles he broke, at some point, somebody's got to get blocked to help the guy out a little bit.
Man, the defense was like a bunch of zombies on that last play. They just would not stop chasing that ball carrier.
Finds his man. It's Hall. He's at the touchdown, Cardinal. They take the lead with the 6.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. The inside handoff. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And on that play on the RPO, they had the look they wanted, but up front, they just could not get the job done. You see linemen losing their one-on-one battles. There was nowhere for that running back to go.
Quick completion on the out. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. With a 1st down, they'll snap it from the 32. Let's go! Gonna run it. It's Payne. Runs through the tackle. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
Well, he did everything he could to try to avoid all those defenders, but at the end, it's still a negative play. Tackle for loss.
One defender, then the next one. The blitzing guy got a shot at him. Everybody had a shot. It took a while to get him down.
Yeah, great effort by that defense, not quitting on the play.
They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Back to pass. It's Overton. It's on target and complete. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. The Horned Frogs will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play just outside the 20. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And this team needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
You can just see the excitement this defense has every play. They're almost wishing this quarterback drops back to throw because they know they're going to get home to him. That's the 6th time they've registered a sack.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Look, that interception is not the quarterback's fault. It's those dumb coaches for putting him in the game.
Putting him in that position in the first place, right? I'll tell you what, let's give the defender some credit here. I think Reese, he just wanted the ball more. He did a great job in coverage, watching the QB, anticipating the receiver on his break. He went up, he plucked it.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Running back searching for a hole. There he goes. They get him down at the 49, but not before he picks up 15.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
A productive play is one that it gets you at least halfway to another first down here on 1st and 10. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
He wants to change this route. Dropping back, it's Overton. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
On 4th down, looking to pass. Makes a grab, pass to Marker. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. At the end of the quarter, it is Stanford holding the edge. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the 3rd. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Finds a tight end. Oh, he's got some space. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the 2nd half. It's 1st and 10. Right on the money. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal. I'm sure they hope they don't have to exhaust all 4 downs, but it probably is 4-down territory as they look to take the lead with a touchdown. A 1st down run on the doorstep. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, TCU!
And the offense continues to run the football. The 2nd rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
And that extra point was good, and now they have the lead in the 4th. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Under fire. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop them right here. Gets the back moving. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Quickly complete. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. The Cardinal will have to boot it away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. Wants to bring it back. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
And the Horned Frogs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Dropping back, it's Overton. The throw to the outside is complete. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
And I think this is where coaches really earn their money late in games, right? It's in the 4th quarter. You got the lead. Do you want to stay conservative and run the football? Because I see the defenses, they start to get aggressive, and so sometimes you can take the other hand and take advantage of it.
And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Line getting set on 2nd down. Quarterback making adjustments. Second down, they'll go to the air. Rush is on him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they...
Turning it on! Touchdown, Horned Frog! Once he got some room, it was over. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback, because you had my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Williams. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Stanford has it back, the Cardinal offense returning to the field. They went 3 and out the last time they had it, trailing late. They've got to get to work here. This is the biggest drive of the game, but the offense has to stay cool. No reason to panic. Then again, panicking is never a good idea, is it? It's complete to the left. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6.
I like the mitts, the big fella coming in with the catch. Hey, running a little bit of a route, showing a little wiggle, getting open, throwing the football. That's what he catch a big fella.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Schultz. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
They say pressure bust pipes. This quarterback can't test it. Goodness gracious, they're getting after him all day. There's a reason they're behind. Pressure the quarterback goes a long way to getting it done.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Picked off. What a play to set him up.
It's so nice to see defenders squeeze that pick. In great position, you're sitting there to make the play, but there's a reason they play defense. Not this time. Great job securing the interception.
TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills, and they've got it at the receiver position. So if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
The defense is going to dare them to throw the ball. They know the offense is trying to run out the clock. The give to the tailback. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. Motion from the wideout. Quarterback may change this route. Try to get it to the edge. Breaks into the open. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Horned Frogs have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. Touchdown, TCU! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
Looking for a man. It's Schultz. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. He's got it down the right side. Here he goes. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Stanford!
All right, big touchdown makes it a 9-point game. You got to kick the extra point right now, and then you've got to find a way somehow, some way to get the football back. You're going to have to score again and go for 2. A lot has to go right, but at least you get that touchdown to give yourself an opportunity.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Oklahoma is lighting up the scoreboard right now thanks to a dazzling offensive display.
TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Guys, you want to be productive here and not go into a shell, but you've got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, and I think you say productive. He's productive at this point in the game is running the clock and getting 1st down. So, Jesse, I can expect this defense to be aggressive, way up near the line of scrimmage, bringing a bunch of bodies, trying to stop the run.
And that's why it puts a lot of pressure on an offense, David, because you know if you do try to throw the football, it's probably man coverage, you're probably getting blitzed, it's going to be into a small window. It is not easy to execute in this situation of the game.
And the Horned Frogs just want to hold on to this ball for the final minute. He's looking deep. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Chance to stick it to them right here a little bit at the end. We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously not the way you want to get into this season. There were some mistakes with execution, and guys are going to have to do a better job individually. But that's why you play the games. You get to now go back to the drawing board, get back on the practice field, try and iron out these wrinkles. It's a long season ahead.